Hey everybody, it's Audrey Berm from Audrey Lynn Studios on the west side of Canada near Vancouver. I have a kiln opening today. This was, what did I do here? I did a slow cool program and I went to 2200, held it for 10 minutes, dropped to 1900 and held for 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm all glitzed up because today is concert day. So this afternoon I have to play a concert. If you are a Dvorak fan, the Dvorak Cello Concerto is fabulous. And we have the best soloist coming today. It's going to be pretty nice. Okay, let's just get on with it. So, bee waterers. I have a few here. Now there is a tutorial for this and I will leave it, the link for it in the description. So I'll just quickly go through them. They're all done with stroke and coats on greenware and fired once. Okay, so till next time, and this is coral, cutie pie coral, and I don't know. It's sage, that's what it was. And cutie pie coral and dandelion, sea breeze, dandelion, and cutie pie coral and sour apple in the center. This one is sour apple on the outside with sea breeze on the inside. And I hear someone coming. It's just Les picking up his bike. It's a long way to the end of the barn, so he takes his bike. And this one is sea breeze and purplicious on this in the center. And I think that's it for now. I have more going in the next load. So yeah, so in that tutorial, I show you how I make them, which is not hard, how I glaze them, and how I epoxy the stick into them. Okay? And then I had one little mummy pot. So this one was floating turquoise by Spectrum, and then a little bit of lime shower on the rim. Cute. All right, I have some bunnies that did not make it. They're late for Easter, but they'll be here next Easter. So just quickly, I also have a tutorial for them. All the white parts are soft white. This is floating turquoise by Spectrum. That was Spectrum 2, shallot by Spectrum. Little tail. This one is, I made this one with a bow tie. I really like him. So Morning Glory. This is Twilight. Yeah, I like that little bow tie. He is cute. Next year, more bow ties. And this one is Fuzzy Peach. These are all done with 340 clay, so it's a buff clay. Okay, maybe next year I'll do some with white clay, but cactus here. And that is floating turquoise. Okay, this was kind of funny because I looked at this bunny and I thought, what the heck happened here? Okay, so like, do you see that? It's red underneath. And like, it's just like all the clay went red until I realized it was my little student who painted this one. And she had done the head brown and I forgot and put soft white all over it. So I have to apologize to her. Anyway, now she's got a white bunny with brown undertones. Yeah, cute. The next piece I'll show you did not come out like it usually does. Usually it comes out really mirror-like, but my kiln fired cooler on top and this was near the top. So although I don't hate it, I think it's very dramatic, but it's Mako's Green Opal ×3 underneath and then Aurora Green by Mako on top. And really it comes out so different when it's fired all the way to cone 6, but like I say, I don't hate it. So this was one of those failed travel mugs, Kim and Seth. So now I got this vase that has a hole in the there and a hole here, which could look very artistic. Nice big flower here, nice little flower there. Anyway, and I had done some carving on it. This one was on white clay, 370 white by Plainsman. This mug, disappointed because it crazed and it pinholed. So in I have snow. Out looks beautiful. I have rainforest ×3 with lime shower over the rainforest. Here I had snow ×2 with blue azure jungle gem. It didn't like it, and like most things like snow, but not this. So this crazed and pinholed everywhere. I don't even know if it's worth, well, I will refire it because you can always sell it as a second and hopefully get rid of those pinholes, but you'll never get rid of the crazing. So too bad. It's beautiful. But yeah, have you guys used blue azure jungle gem? I've had success because people have been using snow underneath the jungle gems and that usually works pretty good, but so I thought it would work here, but it did not work. So I don't know if you can see all that crazing. Anyway, you know me, I always take pictures, so. I have this combination that I'm not so happy with. It's fine, like I'm not going to refire or anything like that, but the next time I do it, I will try something else. So this is 3 times Frosted Lemon by Mako, and same here, 3 times Frosted Lemon, and then 2 times Amaryllis by Mako. This is 3 times Eggplant by Mako, and then 2 times Olive Float by Mako. And so I like that part. What I don't like is this. And I think maybe it's because I used, well, I just think it probably does go brown with the yellow and the eggplant. So I don't want that. The next time I do this, I probably will put some sort of a light flux or something right in here, which I could refire and do that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, do you see where there's lots of this feathering here? That's because I used Mako's Cascades Clear, hoping that it would be like a modifier. So I'd get some drips, but I wouldn't get white because it's a clear. And it's a low fire thing, but you can use it on your mid fires. So there'll be more testing with that because I think that's why it's blending up in here and feathering down here. I'm not sure why this is going brown, but anyway, there'll be more testing. It's fine. The combo is nice. It's just dramatic, I guess. So, oh, I need to go get something. Same combo. I needed to go get the spout. Anyway, same combo on an oil pour. So yeah, it's nice. It just needs a little tweaking, I think. All right, next I have this vase, which is Spectrum's Morning Glory on the inside, ×3. And then outside, it is Spectrum's Morning Glory ×2, and then 2 times Lime Shower. And that's really pretty. And then the flower is 2 times, this one's 2 times Bougainvillea, and 2 times Curry by Spectrum. So yeah, it's just pretty. My main object was to try this. I wanted to try that again. So I think it looks good. Yeah. Next, I have 2 mugs that are about the same, believe it or not. It's kind of funny though. So this is 3 times Spectrum's Floating Turquoise. And then this is, it's kind of funny actually. This is 2 times Mako Sea Salt, from the bottom feathered up. And what's funny about it is that I had the wrong lid on it, and it said sandstone. And so that's what I was thinking I was putting on here with sandstone. And then once they were all done, I'm like, that doesn't look like sandstone. And that came out of the kiln. I was like, yeah, no, that's not sandstone, but this is pretty. So then this is 2 times Floating Turquoise by Spectrum, and I start here and then feather it down. So yeah, it came out. It usually comes out a little bit different. Like, you see all that interest there, which I just love, but that usually looks a little bit different. So I don't know. And you know what? I forgot to put the cones in. So, oh well, I'll try next time. I got to put my cones like right there, so I remember to do them. So I have 2 of those. Nice. I like them. They're nice. Okay. So now this, let's do this one. This inside is White Opal ×3 by Mako. And then this is 2 times Curry by Spectrum, from the bottom feathered up. Then this is 2 times Snow by Amico. And then 2 times Cheetah by Mako Jungle Gem. And it's great. No pinholing, no crazing. So it's got to be that Jungle Gem because it's the same clay body. It's Plainsman 370 white stoneware. So I'm not loving that blue azure. I mean, I love the color, but this is nice. I like this. Oh, maybe there is a little bit of crazing, but it's kind of everywhere. Oh, maybe there is a little bit of crazing, yeah. Oh, well. I don't like crazing. I mean, I know it's fine. Because some glazes you put on the outside that have a crackle effect, big, you know, what's the difference? But you mean for that to happen. This you don't want to happen. Anyway. So, same thing. I see some crazing here. But whatever. This is 3 times White Opal on the inside by Mako. This is Sangria. Yes. 2 times Sangria from the bottom, feathered up. 2 times Snow from the top, feathered down here. And This is Kaleidoscope Jungle Gem by Mako. It's a nice fit. I'm telling you. I want to know if you guys are getting crazing on all your jungle gems that you're putting on top of snow. Maybe it's the clay. Ugh. Okay. Now, I have my strawberry mugs. So inside is 3 times Sangria by Spectrum up to a certain point. And then this is 3 times Amaryllis. Same on the outside, except this is 2 times Sangria, 2 times Amaryllis, and the strawberry has 2 times Sangria and 2 times Emerald by Mako. I like them. I really like them. I have another one, it's different shape. Here we go. Yeah, cute. Now, this one, you saw my Frida cutter, and I'll put a picture of it. I don't have it. So one came out of the kiln. I like how Frida turned out, except she might need some thicker application on the face. But anyway, around this is birch, and that's not usually birch, but it was right on top. And like I said, I think it underfired a bit. Well, it's just cooler on top. So anyway, this is 370 white stoneware by Plainsman, and it has engobe, 3 times speckled engobe by Mako. This is 3 times birch by Mako, and then these are all kiwi under glazes, and I'm not going to go into what they are. I can do a tutorial and go through it, and because I like these that I chose. So, and they look good. And so what I did here though was black underglaze on Frida and wiped it away. And then did all the kiwi underglaze work. And then she has 2 times Amico's Mixing Clear on her. So she's food safe. And not that I would make a lot of this plate's for me. I would do ornaments and things, or maybe a mug, but anyway. And then this is 3 times birch. So she turned out great. I had to mix her face color, so I'm glad what I did there. It's a good color. It's just that, do you see, it could maybe be one more coat. And I think I did 3 coats, or did I do 4? But, you know, she could use just one more. Anyway, she turned out good. I like her. I didn't necessarily like her personality, but she was the epitome of resilience. I mean, this lady went through a lot. And her art is very primitive, but it's so colorful. Anyway, I like Frida. This is my little Frida Mania plate. Yeah, like it. Okay. Then I made a cutter, which is not on my website yet, because I'm not testing anymore. It turned out good. Because I always test them first, you know. This one has a lot of lines on it. So I think I put that on a short. I think I did, but I hadn't glazed anything. And I am glazing them 1 or 2 different ways. So this one I did with kiwi underglaze. Anyway, this is buff, and it would turn out differently with 370 white, of course, but I actually like the buff because these are all kiwi underglazes. So that's on buff clay. So they turn out great. And did I put anything on the outside? No, that was just clear. That's just Amico mixing clear all over the whole thing. So I just find that the buff gives it more of that natural look. But of course you can use different techniques doing this, right? You can just, I wanted to do one on white clay with just celadons, because that might be easier for people. Like, you know, just like a, I don't know, maybe not wasabi, but you know, like wasabi on the leaves and gray on the feathers and brown on the nest and some blue on the eggs. And rather than all of this brushwork, I mean, I paint watercolor, so this comes naturally to me, but it doesn't come naturally to everyone. So it would be kind of nice to do one with just celadons and show you what it looked like. So anyway, this is with kiwi underglaze and it turned out good. And this is the smallest one. So that's a 6-inch and it comes in 8 and 10-inch. And I will get them on the site soon because I think I've tweaked it enough. You have to be really careful when you're designing things that the lines are far enough apart that they're going to show up in the clay, and that they're going to be easy to paint. And so I just put up my strawberry cutter short where I was telling you I had to move this seed and that seed and and that's because one of the seeds was too close to a graphic line and the clay got pinched in there, and it would be way too hard to paint and differentiate between the strawberry and the seed. So anyway, maybe I'm boring you, but that's why it takes just a little bit just to get it right, and then I can put it on the site. Okay, so next, I did do a Lindy Lou combo. Now, I've done this before, but not on a whole swirl plate. So I have done, right, okay. So I have done peppered plum with muddy waters, and it turns purpley. I did it on a mug once. I don't see a lot of purple here, though. Like I said, it was a little bit cool. I would like to see this at a real cone 6, but it's fine. It looks pretty. Anyway, this is peppered 1 time speckled plum and 2 times peppered plum. Here and here. And then butting up to that is birch times 2, butting up to the speckled plum. But then over both of them is a band of muddy waters. So generally what happens when you put muddy waters with birch, it goes a really beautiful blue. I'm going to grab something. Okay, so this piece is speckled clay. And my Japanese instructor threw it for me when I asked him, how do I make a candlestick? And so of course, look at his work. I mean, I had been in the course 2 weeks. There's no way I was going to pull this off. So, but you know, he did. And this is birch with muddy waters. And so it goes this beautiful blue. And they fired to cone 6. They fired to straight cone 6. So I'm surprised this didn't blow, but maybe it's Laguna speckled. So maybe that's why. Anyway, beautiful. And I think he even put some light flux on there. Yeah, I did. So nice. So that's muddy waters when it hits birch goes blue. And muddy waters when it hits pepper plum goes purple. So that's why you're getting all these blues and purples in here, but it would have looked a lot different if it got hotter. And then out on the outside, I did light flux, 2 times light flux. So yeah. So thanks, Lindy. Thanks for giving me the idea to put the two together. And I think it's nice. I mean, I'm not going to bother refiring it. I think it looks nice. Yeah. This was speckled clay. Nice. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing. So, guess what this is? Think walkie pots. I finally got it done, you guys. Diana and Shane. So you just get these on Amazon. Very fun. They're called bottle lamps. So this is a bottle I made. Yeah, fun. Hey, and you just house that there, and it comes with a cord to recharge it. So it's very fun. I have a couple of these coming. Oh, how about the combo? Most of you seen it before. If you're new, maybe not. Okay, so this is on speckled clay. So it has so many specks. And this is 2 times cactus by Spectrum, 2 times floating turquoise by Spectrum, and 2 times olive float by Mako. I like it. Okay, I think we're on the last piece. Yes, we are. So, love this. Inside is floating turquoise times 3, and on the rim here is 2 times lime shower. And what I've got here, this is 370 white stoneware. So I have Japan crafts on here. This is one of their transfers. It's just beautiful. It's one of their thicker transfers. So some of their transfers are a little bit thick. And I didn't quite match it up awesomely. And it was here. You can't really tell. So I thought, okay, I'm going to put a big sambal flower on there. And I love it. These have sambal black transfers on top of the Japan Crafts colored transfers. And then this is 2 times floating turquoise by Spectrum, and then 2 times lime shower by Mako. So I really like it. Oh my gosh, I nearly forgot. This is what happened to me last time. I had 3 mugs sitting there that I forgot to show you. And it's sitting right in front of me. All right. This is my mushroom. So, you know what this is? This is a plant pot modified. And I hope you want a tutorial because I filmed the whole thing, except the glazing. So I'll tell you the glazing now, because the glazing's not hard. I have 3 times birch. So this turned out, see, but this was at the bottom of the kiln. See, that's birch, not this. See the difference? Not hot enough. Anyway, 3 times birch under there. And then what I did here was birch, 3 times birch. And then I waxed all these guys. And then 2 times fire brick, deep fire brick by Amico. It turned out great. That's exactly what I wanted, and it turned out perfectly. So I've got those little fairy lights that on a string that are battery operated. Yeah, and I'll just like put them in here, and so all the little lights will shine through the stem. So like I said, I hope you want the tutorial because I'll be putting it up fairly soon since you saw this. Yeah, I was happy with that. So I got a couple more mushrooms coming, but it's a plant pot. It's a one-piece plant pot thrown on the wheel. I nearly forgot it. Okay, so that's it for now. I will go take pictures, which you would have seen them all by now. I'll go play my concert now, which will be over when you see this. And thank you for joining me. Thanks for hanging out with me. And peace out. And when I do this, I mean peace to you. Choose peace. Choose world peace. I mean all peace. So peace out.